Today I want to talk about a little bit about a showcase, what we've built over the last few months, an iPad app for legal professionals. First, some background. Our idea to start a new service to a very specialized market, being the legal market, actually originated in the financial industry, where a colleague of mine and myself were working and found ourselves in the legal department and saw what are these people doing to find their information. I've listed where they gather information from, just to work on a case or an advice to an internal department at a company. You're talking about dozens of public websites containing laws, case law, it is rechtspraak for Dutch, all kinds of regulatory institutions, a lot of them. There's dozens, only in the Netherlands. And then that's not all. Then you have content from legal publishers, magazines, also case law with a lot of annotations attached to it, and of course a lot of books. And then they have their own internal know-how. This was the start of legal intelligence. This problem, information overflow for legal professionals. So, where do we come in? We have built a system that makes legal information from any source accessible in one website, basically. People just log on to our system. We have gathered all the information, make it very easy to use because a lawyer or another legal professional is not a professional searcher. He just enters a few keywords and then hopes for the best, that everything that he needs is actually there. And that's, again, where we come in with the best possible search results. We've built specialized search technology to really accommodate the search actions of a legal professional. We've actually had demos where people were going, how can you find this? How did you do it? So there's a lot of knowledge that went in there from our side from the last 8 years. We're working for law firms, also corporate legal departments. There's a big logo page coming up with some of our customers. And we have a subscription-based business model. So a law firm or ING or another company contacts us, or we contact them. They want to become a customer. They pay a fixed fee per year based on the number of users. So that's our model. And what is very important in our business model is that we are an independent company. We are not a publisher. We are not owned by a publisher. We are just legal intelligence, the guys from Rotterdam. And that means that we can work with all the publishers in the market. So we have now about 500 information sources available. I made a count yesterday, 525 to be exact. Websites, magazines, books, anything in there, both public and from the publishers in the Netherlands. And we can do that because we are independent. Key players here in the market, in the Dutch publishing market, legal, are Kluwer and SDU. And chances are very slim that the fully integrated solution is going to be built by either of these companies. So, because of the trust of their information. That's where we come in. Customers. We are working for a lot of law firms. You see a lot of them on top there. There's very big ones from the top 10, but there are also smaller ones. Even people that work on their own are customer for legal intelligence. So we are covering the entire market range. But also in the middle, a lot of financial organizations, other corporates. ING is not on here. That's on there. And you see also regulatory organizations like Opta and Brein that are actually monitoring the rules in the Netherlands. So it's become very broad. iPad came in last year. What we've done with legal intelligence to start with is give legal professionals one system in which they can find any legal information that they need from any place where it comes from, at least in the Netherlands at the moment. Next step, iPad comes along. Can we help legal professionals take this information with them anywhere where they go? Even the interesting case would be a lawyer sitting in the courtroom saying, I need this one verdict. I know what it is. I know what it is. I just need it now. We can do this now. We are helping getting closer into our customer as well. We talked about this over lunch. What is an important thing for us to do in the coming years is make sure that we have now a really good solution. We have to make sure that it's not becoming this a commodity. We have to keep it a good solution, and that means staying really, really close to our customer. And iPad is the first step for us in doing that. Business model. On the iPad app, we've given this some thought when we started this. Are we going to charge them? Are we going to put premiums on the subscription amounts? How are we going to do this? And after some discussion, we made it free. Everybody, even you, everybody here can download this on his own device, and he can search legal content. But if you are a legal intelligence customer already, then you can activate your device with your account. There's some security stuff going on to make sure that we know it is actually your iPad. And then suddenly, not only lots of public content becomes available on your iPad, but also all the commercial content, and also a lot of other functionality. For instance, the possibility to store files, case files, into our application. So people can bring that along everywhere. So that's a business model. For us, it is we are the first one, as I already pointed out, in this market that's doing this, a fully integrated search service, really tailored at the legal professional. It is a really good showcase for ourselves, saying, okay, we are always at the forefront of this development. We are ahead, and we have the guts to make this free. You can just use it. So this is a very important step for us. So a lot of stuff to consider for the future. For now, we have launched the app in beginning of January. Lots of questions are already coming in. With the number of downloads is okay. We have got quite a good reviews already on the app. Now, of course, thinking about other possibilities. I'm going to give you a bit of an idea what the app looks like in a minute. Just let me skip through it. What does the app do at the moment? It is searching. So it's like a Google tailored at the legal domain, only legal content. It is searching. Depending on whether you're a legal intelligence customer or not, you also get other functionality I just mentioned. They're listed over there. But that's it. But there's a lot of other possibilities we can think of. We are having just some ideas. Lawyers tend to have the habit of wanting to read their magazines over breakfast on Sunday morning in the garden. So what we can start doing at some point is make their selection of magazines offline available, and they can just read it as they want. Other ideas that we have is sharing information directly between iPad users. There's a lot of other ideas coming up, but the offline and online discussion of having all kinds of documents and also books, which is not much there yet in our environment yet, are being there. For now, we've settled down a bit. We've finished. We've closed the project. It's all running. It's all running fine. But these are the kind of ideas we are looking into to develop it to develop it further. Skipping back. I should have reordered that. The project, how we did this. We have a really clearly defined project. We did some design. We had some talks with Vipin at the start about how can we organize this, what are the business ideas behind it, and what are we going to offer. Then we went into our usual development phase that we have with our offshoring partner in India, Nintec. Is we just start producing a design. We hire some experts on designing, on interaction design, on how do you actually have interaction with the device in a way that a non-IT professional can really use it well. That's what we did. We looked at the technical details. How are we going to do it? I've had to put some technical stuff on there. We already have, of course, a search system running. So we put an extra service on top of that, a web service. And this web service is talking to the iPad user, to the iPad app, in getting data across. So it was a layer on top of it that connects to the iPad. Some timings from idea to go live, 6 months. The actual implementation phase took about 3 months. I think we had 5 releases, 6 maybe, with initial functionality deliveries and then some fixes after the testing, and that was it. One quite interesting thing I found, at some point you have to give it to Apple, and then you go, oh God, what's going to happen? And then really, I was really surprised. I got a personal email from somebody at Apple saying, "Dear Jaco, I have some questions about your app. Can you give me an account, put it there and there?" And this is amazing for me. This is a company, enormous, huge, and there was some mention about customer service several times already today. Then you get on a personal level, you get approached by somebody who actually knows what he's talking about. And that was really, that was really interesting, given other experiences with help desks of large companies that we all, of course, have. Look at the magazines and newspapers the last couple of months. So that was quite an interesting experience. For the implementation, we had a dedicated group of people working in India, next to our already fixed team that's always working for us to further develop our services. They work together, so it's a different skill set to build an iPad app than building the search application. So they work together very closely based on lots of feedback and communication back and forth between our own company and the people in India. Okay, just some screenshots. Is it readable in the back? This is where it starts. A simple search screen. You just enter a search query. It remembers what you've typed before. When you start typing, it starts looking into our backend, saying these are probably useful legal terms that you might want to look at. This is not just a simple list of words that occur somewhere in all the documents. This is quite advanced, defining what people can actually search for. Then search results. This makes something interesting visible, which is the high rate of specialization for this kind of application. All this stuff here is completely tailored to what is required in the legal environment. So the way you filter your search results, it's what they call faceted navigation. You can click down to wet en regelgeving and you get only law articles. Then you can also go, there's these big buttons saying geschiedenis, which is again opening a very specific function about a law, namely the parliamentary history, all the stuff coming from Parliament that made this law happen. So this is an iPad representation of our website. That's what it is. In our website, we have much more functions around this, but that's basically it. Filtering, you drill down by tapping these areas in the filter area. Of course, you need to take care of what happens when you switch the device around, so then the filter options go there. Then some documents. Now, there was trust, as mentioned earlier. What we always do in our application is make sure that people see the original document. We get the documents in, we make them searchable, and we show them in their original context. So a lawyer is really sure that this is artikel 4 van de auteurswet. And it's the one that is current at the moment. Same for a public site that is publishing case law in the Netherlands. Official publications, original documents, always there. And then publisher content, showing in the publisher's own format and layout as the publishers require. Wrapping up already. If you want to know more, visit one of our websites. We have Lipat.nl, which has got a kind of funny promo movie animation. We've, of course, got our own website, legalintelligence.com. We also have a free search service online on the internet. It's called legal.nl. You can find anything that's happening in the parliament or in laws or in Europe. It's already there. It's a free service. And otherwise, just come over and talk to me and let me know what you want to know. Thank you.